Hi everyone, welcome to Dozen Cats Wellness Grow. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. It truly means the world to me to have your support. This is a special reading for the full moon that is happening on Tuesday, September the 17th. We're going to toss some stones into the Oracle Garden, and if you're interested in the Oracle Garden, to know more about it or how you can purchase your own, I'll put a link in the description box below the video. I am not affiliated with the Oracle Garden in any way. I just really enjoy using it. We're also going to toss some cards. We've got the Moonology deck, the Energy Oracle cards, and then we'll throw some tarot. I've got the lights here, tarot over here. So what is going on with this full moon? I am not an astrologist by any stretch of the imagination, but I understand that the energies are supposed to be intense. We also have the fall equinox happening at the end of this week. And so I thought I would do this reading. So, as always, my readings are meant to put a little pep in your steps, some food for thought, some gentle guidance, something to help you as you navigate along your path. These are general readings, so if it resonates, please claim it. If it doesn't, leave it behind. And I apologize, this cloth needs to be ironed out, friends. It is all kinds of crooked. And I did the very best job I could to get it within the frame of the camera. So this full moon, it is a lunar eclipse. And so it's going to kick off the second set of back-to-back eclipses. And eclipses bring about change. They're meaningful changes. But we know as humans, most of us don't enjoy change. They could speed up events that were inevitably going to happen, but they just seem to be happening sooner than we felt that they might. Those kinds of things throw us off, or potentially could throw us off. They certainly sort of shake things up and could potentially make us feel a bit disoriented. The idea is that it is to assist us to guide us towards the path that will bring us more fulfillment in the end. But when those things happen, it's like there's a disconnect between our logical thinking brain and our feelings and our emotions, right? Because we have a plan and we figure that we know where we're going and we know how we're going to get there, and then something happens and now we have to course correct. And that's what this lunar eclipse energy kind of feels like to me. So the eclipse is happening in the sign of Pisces. And so the theme is about spirituality and listening to your intention. There's a sensitivity that this sign of Pisces sort of has. So emotions could be high, or you could feel a little bit sensitive, meaning that you could get your feelings hurt more easily than you would expect. There's also this feeling of, because we may be overly sensitive, that we may want to retreat. So we may not want to be around a whole bunch of people to pick up vibes or energy, or maybe we want to avoid conflict or chaos. And so you may find yourself sort of staying away or staying, inside more so than not. So with all that being said, let's jump into this. So for those of you that don't know how the garden works, is I have 5 stones here. I have my amethyst, I have my pyrite, I have my orange calcite, I have my fuchsite, and my sodalite. We toss these into the garden, and then I read the information based on where the stones fall. All right, so what do we need to know, Spirit, for this full moon on September 17th? What do we need to know, please, Spirit? All right, so we're going to start with our fuchsite. The fuchsite represents our body. It is landed in the element of air, and that is ground your thoughts. So doing things that make you feel strong, that make you feel powerful, that make you feel, you know, brave, and provide you the feeling that you know, both of your feet are firmly planted on the ground. So going out into nature, put your hand on the bark of a tree, doing some meditation, having like a smoky quartz crystal with you, for example, doing some visualization techniques where you sit down and you imagine with both of your feet on the ground, and you imagine that your feet are in the earth, that they are the roots of the tree, and you can imagine the roots coming out of your feet and going down into the ground. Those kinds of things are grounding exercises. And so again, ground your thoughts, right? Give yourself every opportunity to invite clear thinking. Now, our sodalite has landed between restate and fire, so we read both of those. So we will start with fire, which is the fire element. The sodalite is for clarity. Okay, so in fire, use the ideas you carry from your past and past life for solutions. In the element of restate, dilemma not well defined. So there is something that feels familiar, possibly, but we don't know why it feels familiar. It might feel like I've done this before, I've reacted this way before, this same situation has occurred before, and I can't quite put my finger on like what it is, what feels familiar to me, but I know that I'm not really loving how I'm experiencing this, if that makes sense. And I'm not saying that to, like, you know, trigger anybody or make anyone worry. The part that we need to hold on to with those two pieces of information is that we can use ideas from our past to find a solution. Let us continue. We have pyrite, which is our grounding stone that is also landed in the element of fire. And that says clarification comes from dealing with your past. So already we have a pattern sort of forming here. Dilemmas are being caused from something in the past. Something from the past is eating away, weighing us down, bothering us, you know, bringing up stuff, whatever it might be. Our thoughts and our feelings and our emotions are all mixed up due to the energies of the full moon, which came out in this element here, with the fuchsite being in air, right? And we were told by Spirit to ground our thoughts, to invite that clarity. As we invite that clarity, things become more clear to us. We start to review this familiarity, this feeling of this feels like I've done this before, I've been here before, I've experienced this before. What can I pull from my past? What did I do in my past that helped me get through this, right? Now, our orange calcite has landed between the water element and go for it. So we read both of those tiles. The orange calcite represents our mind. So we have let go of limitations for the water element, and the go for it, you'd think I'd be able to find these things in a smoother way. Your thoughts are leading the way. So the more opportunity you provide yourself to ground your thoughts, to invite that clear thinking, the clearer the solution becomes. So if you try it once and it doesn't work, please don't give up. Please continue to push through to invite that opportunity for clear thinking. Now, our amethyst has sort of landed between fire and water. So amethyst is our spirit. So for water, for the fire element, we have thoughts from past clouding or enlightening ideas. So there you go. That is the ticket, right? It is something from our past. It doesn't have to be 25 years ago. It could be like 2 months ago, right? So it feels to me like there is some hurt, some weight, something that is like hanging over you that you just can't shake. In the water element, we have transmutation is completed, which is wonderful news that throughout the course of this energetic shift with this lunar eclipse and the full moon, we are going to be able to release this energy, this weight, this negativity, this thing that like is holding us on or holding on to us that might feel like it's holding us back in some way. Full moons are an excellent time to release what no longer serves us. You can do a ceremony of sorts. I do have an example of what I called a forgiveness ceremony. It was not done on a full moon, I don't think, but I went outside to my fire pit and I recorded it live so that people could sort of see an example of what that looks like. I wrote letters to the people that I needed to resolve things with, or that were involved in the pain and the hurt from the past. I read those letters. I burned them in the fire pit. And I will tell you that I instantly breathed a sigh of relief. And so there are those types of things that you can do to release this weight. Remember that when you release things, what you're doing is really inviting your power back, right? You are empowering yourself in that moment. You are releasing the weight of the hurt, of the pain, of the trauma, of the person, of the incident, the situation, the circumstance, all of the things. You're inviting that to leave you. You're not saying it's okay. You're not saying you're okay with it. What you're saying is you are no longer going to allow that energy to control you and to weigh you down, to hold you back. It is a ceremony of empowerment. Our first card from the Moonology deck is Confidence is your key to success. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. And I want to say, like, you got this, right? You got this. And take time to breathe out. So this feeling of being sensitive and overwhelmed and this like weightiness, when we invite that clear thinking, that's our time to inhale and exhale and, explore the feeling, express the feeling, and then we release that out and we bring forward our confidence. This is the Energy Oracle. We're going to pull a couple of cards from here. Then we'll pull a couple of tarot cards. We've got the Temple Path. And to me, this is like, that is your place where you go, where you connect with spirit, where you connect with your heart, with your soul, with your mind, right? It's that place of solitude and tranquility, the sacred space, if you will. We've got financial constraints coming out. Now, if you think about Pentacles in the tarot deck, Pentacles are earth energy, which is your security, which is your finances. So it could be about your finances, this weight, this thing that has happened in the past. So pay attention to your budget, is what I want to say. Due diligence is never a bad thing. All right, let's go to the tarot. We'll pull a couple cards and see what we get to finish up our reading on this full moon. Now, friends, don't forget, well, by the time that you see this, yes, don't forget that I will be back on Wednesday. Sorry. Oh, my husband has the day off today. He's on vacation, and so I'm doing this recording, and because he's off, I don't know what day it is. Anyway, I will be back Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern, with Ben from Beneficial Tarot for Tea Time with Ben. So I hope you guys can join us. Look at the card that popped out. The Six of Wands. Success, victory, being seen. Right? This is an achievement, a celebration, which is a great way to start the reading. We are going to get through this and come out on the other side and be feeling celebratory. The Six of Swords, moving away from troubled waters. Literally what I was picking up. We have the Page of Swords. To me, this is like knowledge is power, right? Gather your resources, gather your facts, fill your spiritual toolbox with all of the things that you need to set you up for success. And that is what we're doing here within the garden, right? We're grounding ourselves. We're inviting that clarity. We're assessing how we feel. We're reviewing things from the past, and then we are releasing them and gaining our grounding back, right? We are becoming more aligned with our thoughts, our feelings, and our emotions, right? Take the time to breathe out. Confidence is your key to success. All of the things lining up. I love it. Whoop, that one flew out. All right, we've got the Three of Wands, expansion, vision, dreams. We are looking forward with enthusiasm. Once again, on the bottom of the deck, we've got the Knight of Wands. It's okay for you to be that free-spirited human, right? The person that lets their hair down, the person that goes to the beat of their own drum. You do what you need to do to set yourself up for success. And the idea here, I feel, is that by the end of this, because this feels kind of heavy and kind of weighty, right? But by the end of this week, by the end of this energy, you're going to just feel like, phew, I just lost 5 pounds. I feel fabulous, right? I want to go out with my friends. I want to do something fun. Like, it feels very energetic and very jubilant to me. And so, awesome reading for this week. As always, when it comes to full moons and energy, take care of yourself the best way that you can to set yourself up for success. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it is helpful or resonates in some way. Do let me know by hitting a thumbs up and leaving a comment for me. And until we see each other again, I wish you many, many blessings. Mwah. Bye for now.